separate ways. They've gone on with their lives. So the very thing that matters to you, and the very people that also value you for who you are, by the time you turn around and realize they are no longer there. So this is the time. This is the time to take stock. Is that the way you want to go? Will you continue to be doing whatever you're doing? I'll be sitting in my office and I'll be hearing conversation. And sometimes I'll call them and I'll come out and I said, I'll keep some things for your wife. No joking, no talking. Take that and keep something for your wife. You can't just come and continue to live this kind of life. I know I have nothing to do with their personal life, but I value my family, and I don't like any other family to lose their interview. Because if I'm listening and I'm looking at a male and saying those words, and I'm beginning to think, what if my husband is doing that? That kind of a conversation and that kind of a casual talk. I wouldn't like it. So I will turn to them and I said, your wife wouldn't like the kind of conversation. So you keep it sacred for your spouse because you honor them. I mean, if we're going around, some of you live a different life when you are with your spouse, and it's a different life when you're in the office, a different life when you go to the community hall, a different life when you go to your family with all the tavales and all the viwali. Yeah, those things you begin to say, that's normal. But yet you come to God and you're praying and you want things from God. You want healing and you want His provision. So all those things you need to review or you need to relook today as couple and as we are counseling or as we are sharing with you today. Like what we said, we've come through. We are 37 years into our marriage this year. And we've got 8 grandchildren and 4 children. And I could say that until today, we still enjoy each other's company. And sometimes I want to dong my husband's head and every now and then because I see, like, for you men, you easily get distracted. When somebody comes and get your attention, you feel so important, and you forget the importance of your family. So every now and then I remind him, remember your family, remember your grandchildren, know your grandchildren. Enough of that, come and see your grandchildren. Enough of that, spend some family time. So I do that all the time. And as you women, you're listening to me today, we are the foundation of our home. We are the pillars of our home. We need to be the ones reminding our husband when they're getting off track. We need to be the ones saying those words of wisdom. So the closer you are connected to God, He gives you that God-given wisdom, not only to help, to nurture, lead, and guide your family, also the wisdom to be able to be a good helper to your spouse or your husband.
Not only that, when you turn around and the people you love already go their separate way.
Amen.
Remember, adultery is sin. If anything happened, you're going straight to hell.
Amen.
That's where I come from as a pastor.
Amen.
If you are flirting on the phone, you don't have to go and sleep with the opposite sex. When you're just flirting on the phone, Jesus said, do you know that it is written that you're not supposed to commit adultery? But I want to tell you, when you lust for a man, when you lust for a woman, you already committed adultery in your heart.
Amen.
See, that's the important of what we're sharing today.
Amen.
So we men, we must know where we go and the role that we play and the lane that we run. And you woman, when you go to work, remember there is a man that's supposed to be over your life. And the way you talk, the way you dress, the way you put on, you must remember that. And sometimes a lot of fighting, physical fighting, assault in the workplace and also at home, because of the heart of jealousy, the heart of jealousy. So when you understand one another and when you have faith and respect one another, jealousy will not come into your marriage because you understand one another. You respect one another. There's a big trust,
between you.
Most of the time, jealousy comes between, especially for us men. We get jealous very quickly and we hide it. And until we get drunk and until we are in a situation, then boom, come out. And we become very physical towards our spouse. Yeah. So we are sharing this because this is one of the prayer requests that is hitting a high note in our prayer list that are coming from outside. Men walking out, woman. Used to be a man, a lot of time, men leaving their family, wife and the children and go away. But now, the women are beginning to do the same. They leave the husband and the children. So, regardless whether you're male or you're female. And